And she goes, Thor. I'm like, nope, you're wrong.
We all know it was Troy.
Yeah.
Troy's the firstborn Odin's son.
And if you're talking like actual Norse mythology is even more complex than.
Yeah, Norse mythology is like the most complex ancient religion out there. I mean, Greek mythology, thought that was complex? Nah, man. Odin's like, hold my beer.
Actually more defined than that. So.
Yeah. Hello, world. My name is Pim Valentine, and welcome to Catching Up, episode 12. Don't get used to the name Catching Up, though. My name is Pim Valentine. Troy, I swear.
Sorry.
In case you can't,
wow.
we have Troy.
My bad. That was my bad.
In like 8 episodes. So Troy's here. Thaddeus is here. AJ is here. The usual cast. Troy has nothing going on, so don't bother looking him up. He's boring like that. Thaddeus Trill, you can look him up.
Talking about Troy has the religion, dude.
Oh yeah, well we have Troyism, but there's nothing out on that yet. Thaddeus Trill, look him up on YouTube, SoundCloud. He does music that apparently is good. I don't understand why, because it sounds like shit to me. And then AJ James, who does some, I think, incredible artwork. Yeah, welcome to the show. Oh, do any of you like candy corn?
Yes, I do.
I have like a 5-pound bag of candy corn sitting on the desk, way on it.
5 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
He puts the corn up his ass.
It's not.
Wow.
It's not that kind of corn, Troy. It's not cornhole corn. I wish.
corn.
I wish it was.
I like candy corn. I just eat the tip and just toss the crap away.
Troy, I still think the funniest thing you ever said was, "Have you ever fucked the booty hole so hard that it creamed the corn?"
You said that? That's disgusting.
I forgot about that.
Terrible.
I forgot about that.
AJ, you don't know about Troyism?
No.
I never went over.
Do I want to?
Troy says some of the most random shit, and they are funny as hell. And he doesn't think them out. He says them. They make sense to him when he says them, and they don't make any.
It comes
sense
out.
At all. It just comes out.
It just comes out randomly. I don't know where it comes from, but my brain just, and then it fucking comes out of my mouth somehow.
Like some of my favorite ones, he said, "My dick is like a loaf of bread. If it's hard, it's toasted."
Like basically, he's the equivalent of spam.
Like we're gonna like.
There's no logic in your logic.
There's no logic in your logic is an excellent one. When we start the whole show, Trill, I think we're gonna have to have a segment based around Troy.
Yeah, we always end up doing that, even when he is here. So without any.
My second all-time favorite one, AJ, is when he said he was asked about his dick size, and he said, "My dick isn't largely large as I had hoped it would be large, but if it's not proportionate, then I'm fucked."
I don't understand.
Yeah, you're not.
and
it makes you wonder how big it is.
Well, it doesn't make me wonder because I know.
Wow.
But
yeah, we're gay for each other.
We're gay for each other. That's why I'm the first Pope of Troy.
All right, so let's get started.
Well, we've been started.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the best thing about this show is when we riff off each other, whether we're talking about a specific topic or not. It's the best thing about what we do here. Brought to you by. We don't have any sponsors yet, so brought to you by me because I'm
Cocoa Puffs. They puff in your Coke. Oh no.
The Cocoa Puffs? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Cocoa Puffs.
The puffs in your Coke, huh? I tell you, man, if there's any puffs in my Coke, I'm gonna have to go back to that dealer.
If this is your normal Troy, I hate to see you on drugs.
No, but you should see
me
drunk.
When I smoke weed, I'm very calm.
I believe it. I believe that.
And I remember when I smoked weed the first time, I just looked at the wall and I go, "Wow, that's a clean wall."
That sounds really cute, to be honest.
Well, Troy's not cute. He looks like a donkey and an ape fucked and got this. They fucked, got a love child, beat the shit out of it, and then you got Troy.
Ouch.
Troy,
My friend told me this.
were you with us in the Colorado last year?
No.
No. Why not?
I wasn't.
Oh. Well, then you missed out on like a great...
I went to the wedding, though, where you're supposed to be going, you jackass.
Yeah, well, I had things. Whatever.
So.
Whatever. So, Troy, since you're so vocal today, what do you got for us tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just waiting until... get the fuck off me, cat. You fucking dumb shit cat. I swear to God. I'm sorry, guys.
He needs the Troy.
I'm waiting until the news... the last Jedi movie to come out, because I want to see that movie for some reason.
The last what?
I don't know why.
For some
The
reason.
new Star Wars film.
Oh, the new Star Wars film.
Because
I can't wait to see that.
Supposedly Luke turns evil and then turns good.
Well, we don't know
What?
what's going down.
Rumor.
Yeah, you don't know that. That's just a rumor.
I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Me either.
I think
Yeah,
it's going to be Rey and Ben creating the first gray Jedis. I think that's what's going to happen.
I don't even know if if anyone's actually going to turn evil. Like, they tease us a lot with stuff, but you know how trailers can be deceiving, right? That's the thing with trailers now. They can make the movie look like something totally different. So,
well, some trailers.
Some trailers for the Blade Runner 2049 movie, you look at that trailer and you go, "Wow, that looks like it's going to be like a sci-fi action movie." When you actually watch it, though, there's actually not a lot of action.
Yeah, well, like there are some trailers that like give out the entire movie. Right.
Yeah, well, of course that's the opposite. That's like extreme on the other end. Don't do that either.
Well, yeah, like Spider-Man: Homecoming. That was an excellent movie, but at the same time, I already knew everything that was going to happen because all the trailers gave us literally everything that was going to happen.
I don't watch trailers anymore.
I do. I get off on trailers. Like the
You need
trailers. The trailers for Black Panther look awesome.
I do not watch trailers. If I do watch a trailer, it better not show nothing important.
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. I made a promise to somebody.
He's leaking out his butt again.
No, I made a promise to somebody. We're going to have to fulfill his promise. We're being...
We're going to talk about God.
No, not... Well, unless he wants to, but...
Whose promise?
Christian anarchist. I promised him he could be on the show tonight.
Of course.
So he's coming in. We're going to have a fifth person tonight, and this might be fun. We can. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Who's a? I'm not trying to be racist here though, but who's the black guy? Who's the black guy they all hate?
What? Oh, Gary?
No. Yeah, Gary. I forgot about him. He blocks me, so I can't watch his videos no more.
No, you should be able to watch them even if you're blocked. I'm blocked too.
Okay.
You should be able to. You just can't.
I like him. He's our friend.
How did he block
comments? But your comments won't show up.
Why?
Because I kind of said some things, terrible things.
What kind of things?
Yeah, what did you say?
Can't be worse than what the shit I've said to him.
Oh man!
What'd you say to
I told him that you're a uneducated ape.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll get you blocked.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he is, though. So. I can't
Wait, what?
I'm lost. What did I just walk into?
Oh, Troy is just informing us that he called Gary an uneducated ape. Which is what he.
Yep. That'll get you blocked immediately by him.
But
Yeah.
That's what he is, though. So.
Yeah.
See, I've noticed something though is that I've been blocked by a lot of people. I don't think I've ever blocked anybody on Google Plus.
Yeah, they block you first.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to block anybody. I don't see the point in that.
So you see, me neither. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
There's this dude that keeps spamming me with like flat Earth videos after I told him I don't care
What's his
about.
name?
And then I still haven't blocked him, and it still shows up in notifications and that. I mean, I disabled my notification on my phone so it doesn't make my phone vibrate. But still, if I were to go and manually check notifications, his stuff still shows up every now and then.
What's his
Oh,
name?
yeah.
That's weird.
Flat out
what's it-
elected that guy.
Flat out elected?
Yeah.
I heard
That's
Is it that one guy we're in that party?
that's Ryan Campbell.
He was getting really rude with what's his name? Steve's party. That one guy. That was hilarious. He was getting angry because nobody would listen to him.
I don't. Oh,
was
you're
somebody-
talking about like a couple months ago, huh?
Yeah.
No, Tex is somebody else, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, Thaddeus, you do know who Flat Out Elected is, right?
Of course. I'm not an idiot. I heard
About
of
to
his
say, then what-
videos.
I don't understand why it just did call it Flat Out. Just call it as it is. It's Rand Campbell, but he just wants to act like he's
Because
this.
that's his channel name. Yeah. Because he does have a group, actually. It's not
Yeah,
just him in
good,
there.
good point. In fact, apparently it seems he's taking a hiatus. It's some 50 or 60-year-old woman that's been running the Hangouts now lately.
Oh,
Somebody's still sharing stuff with me.
she may be a 50, 60-year-old woman, but is she at least fuckable?
You want my opinion?
So you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a new account, and then I'm gonna be a fake Flat Earth supporter and just go in that party. I want to see how this shit goes.
You know what? If you were to do that, you probably could get in, not even lying, because they have like
Yeah.
the flat out elected like
Yeah, that's
Google
the thing.
Plus.
You can just
And they-
come up, do it, and you come up with the most randomest conspiracies that you can think of, and they will agree with you no matter what you say. That's pretty much it. Yes, the Earth is flat. Yay! Okay,
You know-
what's next? Oh yeah, it's actually revealed that the God of the Bible has been conspiracized to be a man when originally it portrayed God as a woman. Yay! They'll even say anything. They will literally believe you.
I don't know if they'll go that far, though.
I'm
Guitars.
gonna be like the Earth is flat.
I don't know if they'll go that
The
far.
sun is flat.
Because it
the
has
rain
to
is
line
flat.
up.
Trust me.
It contradicts the Bible.
Not trust me.
It's not
I've sat with these people. They have noted some very bizarre crap. Like
Yeah, but
what's
it goes
like
into
what's
the
like
Bible,
what? Well, hold on. What's her name? Rose Patton, for example, hung out with this crew that believe that we don't need to take the Bible is the word of God, but we don't live by it. Meaning we don't have to view it as authoritative. And she kind of was into that stuff, and it's like originally wasn't, but you hang out with some people, someone suggests it, it's something to be something. Just like now you have I kid you not, let me just go to my page real quick. Arcane Logos, and now he's falling for the Hebrew Israelite stuff, that
Are
we
you serious?
yeah, he said. Yeah, he basically now if you go to his page, he has posts where, like you know that video that was talking about Hitler reveals who the true Jews are. Arcane shared that video,
Okay. Well, whatever.
and then he's like saying that what's the other thing? He's on his other channel that he shared the thing. Where's the freaking thing? Right here, because it's on the one that's Arcane Logos. The Ghost is where he posts most of the stuff. He goes about the Caesar, Borgia, and Jesus Christ. Like Jesus Christ was black; he wasn't white. Kind of thing. And then I don't know. He's
No,
I forgot,
brother.
yeah, I forgot what the first post was, but it's when he started that everyone
He's
started
black.
questioning.
He's Asian.
Yeah. But then as soon as I saw that, then I see Rand Campbell comment saying, quote,
I have never studied this issue before, but maybe I should. I do know that as we speak, there is a race issue arising in America, and it's very dangerous. My 2 daughters are half black, and I sure hope if the black Hebrew Israelites is 100% correct, that I would become their slaves in heaven, that they would remember I love them. I need to take serious look at this with spiritual guidance.
So he
Okay.
he's seriously considering that what Hebrew Israelites are saying is true, and he hopes that if they are true, that he wants to be his daughter's slaves.
What?
Because that's what they believe, that when Jesus returns, all white people will become black people's slaves in heaven.
Hell no.
Oh joy!
So
if I can get
Well-
some if I can get some black pussy out of it or some black dick out of it, I'll be happy.
well, you know, I'm
Oh,
a
God.
Christian here. I'm. You say one thing, you're thinking of it. I'm saying something they're thinking of it.
I'll be a concubine. I don't care.
That's why you're.
Whatever
Okay.
gets me off.
Doesn't matter.
But I had a friend that and he will remain anonymous.
Why?
No, just because it's a sort of thing. He even made me anonymous when trying to address this to him, because my friend actually called him because they knew each other personally, and he's trying to help him get out of this whole thing with the Hebrew Israelite influence. He's still not convinced entirely, but apparently he's gotten convinced that he's going to bring him on a hangout one day and to discuss it, because he is an expert on this stuff. Got the friend I'm talking about.
Joy.
Like Hebrew Israelites and on all the good joy. He's the one that actually informed us that that great milestone guy was actually a troll and not actually serious. Yeah,
Well,
because we found out that the actual leader of GMS, who keeps track of everyone who's in the group, has pointed out that this is a guy that speaks exactly every opposite belief of what GMS believes. So he's pretty much going contrary to what their ideas are. So, but going to the point, Rand Campbell, flat Earth nutter. Well, why not just stop at that nut? Let's go to other nuts. Let's dabble in Hebrew Israelites, and you wish to be slaves to your daughters in heaven. Yeah, that's how crazy it is, and that's how easy you can get away with your conspiracy plan there, Troy. Just when you be flat Earth suck account, you can make up whatever the heck you want, or find anything on the internet and agree with it. They're gonna say, yeah, that's interesting. Never thought about that, and they'll get into it just like some people that look at a pair of glasses in a millennial art museum and saying, you know what, these glasses represent the rise of a small person into the big miracle that exists. It's just a pair of freaking glasses that got left at a museum.
I saw that a long time ago.
Oh man.
I know I'm so long-winded, and in fact,
Laugh and then.
I know I'm long-winded, Pin. It's because, one, I preach too many sermons, and two, I'm tired. Help me.
And that news. No, it's all right. It's always fresh. It's always good to have something refreshing on here, even though it's
Speaking
not all
of
that refreshing.
Someone send me another 6-pack of apple juice, please.
6-pack. Hey, you are boring.
Yeah, I am. I don't drink alcohol. I'm straight edge.
AJ,
Yes.
what have you got for me tonight?
Well, I'm not sure if it's the most interesting thing ever, but
Probably more
there's-
interesting than apple juice.
Shut
Probably.
up!
Sorry.
I'll be your maze, Mr. Thaddeus.
So, or you probably don't know, two companies, Hasbro and another one called Mattel or something.
Mattel.
Well, apparently both companies saw a surge in stock prices when the whole thing was announced. And
What
they're
thing?
merging.
They're merging.
And now, at a combined total of $16 billion in the market value between the two, this would bring them right up to Lego as the biggest toy company in the world.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I know.
Holy
Wow.
man, dude.
That's awesome, I think. I mean, on
All
one
the
hand,
Transformers combined together, dude.
yeah,
Now you can, these are two different things, and now that they combine, now you can make like Hot Wheel Transformers.
you could make a My Little Pony Transformer.
I would love that.
Let's
To
not
be
go that
honest.
far.
I would love it too. But on one hand, I think that's awesome because when companies do well, sometimes employees do well, right? Like Chipotle is getting punished because their employees get treated too well, which is retarded. But on the other hand, when companies merge, that can be bad for consumers because then they don't really get a choice in who they're buying from.
Exactly. That's what I said in one of the comments of the post I found of this. I was worried that maybe we, as the supporters of these companies, might get the shit out of the stick, and had a small debate with one person, and I understood their points. Like, you gotta have faith in these companies. They know what they're doing, but
No, you do not got to have faith in shit. You got to rely on the information, right? I mean, if you think about it, the best case example in the United States are the glasses that you buy for your face so they can see shit in this company. Like the glasses I'm wearing were $175. And all of the glasses that you can buy all come from one company. They're all owned by one company, no matter what place you go to, whether it's the Walmart store or like I don't even know the names of these places. It doesn't matter what company you go to, what store you go to, they're owned by one company, and that's why they're so expensive. This one company has a monopoly on glasses, and when there is another company, a rival company, they are either bought out or they're smashed to the fucking ground. So my glasses probably could have cost like $25. Happens when companies merge is prices go up because there's not as much competition, and that's what I'm worried about.
yeah, it makes sense.
So
I didn't really think about that.
It's not a great thing, you know. I mean, it can be a great thing, but in most cases, it's probably not a great thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Mattel and I love Hasbro. They're both great game companies and they're both great content companies in terms of things like shows, like My Little Pony. But with them merging,
I saw the fucking movie.
that was a good movie.
You did?
Actually.
That was a good movie.
I saw it low key. It was me and my girlfriend, and I was the only man there. So everybody gave me that weird look. So like after the movie, I screamed out, "Wow! I want to watch it again." And I'll just laugh.
Miranda and I went in, both of us, super excited, right? Well, I was more. Thank God for Walmart. Tommy, go fuck yourself. St. Tommy said in live chat, "Thank God for Walmart." No, Walmart's a shitty company that treats its employees like shit. No.
Yeah.
No.
I used to work there, dude. It's shit.
At the same time, though, I mean, if you don't have a whole lot of money, then you're not gonna go to like some expensive clothes store for my clothes. Screw that.
No, I mean, I shop at Walmart merely for convenience. I shop at Walmart merely for convenience, right? That's the only reason why I go there, and I don't feel happy about it. If like Target had food, I'd go to Target. They have comparable prices and they treat their employees great. So
Agreed.
Target has food.
Now the Target actually moved from where we are in my city. We actually used to have a Target for clothes, and now they're gone. And it's like everywhere else is like flipping expensive. It's like no, so Walmart's like really cheap. Other than like maybe what else? I think maybe like a few other stores. Like you're not going to get a whole lot of good deals on clothes otherwise. You can get like T-shirts.
I know there's $5.
St. Tommy commented, "Free washroom." Dude, I don't know where you're living, but practically every store has a free washroom.
Well, hey, he's not wrong.
Just walk in and go take a shit, dude. I mean, you don't need to pay or buy something.
I remember this. Well, okay. I remember working at Walmart. I think you were there, Franklin, at the time when I was.
I don't know, probably not.
This guy he was hella drunk. Okay, at Walmart. Like this is Walmart. We see a lot of shit, and so like I was taking a shit, and this other guy went to the other stall. He didn't even want to take. He didn't even want to sit on the toilet. He just popped a squat and shit on the floor.
I've done that.
Oh,
I mean, me and him went to Walmart in the restroom. This guy was taking a shit, and this old guy was like, "Oh, the force is strong in here."
Is that how bad the bathroom was? It's like that moment where you walk into your friend's bathroom and it's so bad you have to use the tub instead of the toilet.
Am I the only person?
I'm not going to name any names because confidentiality reasons, but I wish to say I wish that was a joke.
oh God.
Am I the only person that that when they go to a friend's house they feel really awkward about using their friend's toilet?
Yeah,
No,
I feel that way too.
I feel like I used to spend the night at a friend's house. His name was Curtis, and I would spend the night and not use the bathroom at all, even though I had to take a really nasty shit. Because, he and I were good friends, and he comes over to my house and I'll take a nasty fucking shit. But when I go over to his house, I don't want to be embarrassed. I might be in here.
This is blaming on Curtis. It was Curtis. He took the nasty ass shit.
It's like, wow.
I remember the time.
Man, you should at least flush first, too.
I mean, I remember the time when he stepped over at the house. Me and Franken were gonna pull a prank on him. So like he made.
I made fake
Franklin-
cum. I made fake realistic cum using like I think it was like cornstarch and some water and some other stuff, and it felt realistic. It looked realistic, and we were going to do this. We were going to have, while he was sleeping, I was going to have Troy stand over his face, whip out his cock, pretend like he's jerking off, and take a spoon and like slap it onto his face. And the only reason why we didn't do that, is because he would have got up and left right then. He would have been so pissed. With it.
I remember the time we're in fucking lunch at school. You fucking turned her around. He
Hit him
turned
as hard
around
as I could.
perfectly. And he perfectly turned around and smacked him on the face.
Cut him.
That was the good days.
Those were the good days. Oh, the good days. So guess
And
what,
then,
guys? Troy, shut up. Guess what, guys?
Good.
Guess what,
What?
guys? So this voting season in November this year, and it is November in case you were
Oh,
wondering.
not for us, because we're Canada.
Well, this voting season in November this year, and if you were wondering if it was November, enough of the meds. The American people decided to say "fuck you" to Trump this voting season because the people who won offices or were re-elected in offices all across the United States were overwhelmingly Democrat. Overwhelmingly, so much so that a Muslim guy was elected as something. I don't know what he was elected for. We had a number.
Are you sure Muslim? Because I thought it was Sikh somewhere. As a Sikh mayor or something.
You're right. He was a Sikh mayor. You're right.
What was he seeking? Sorry.
Oh, well, apparently he was seeking and he got it. But that's not even it. I mean, there was a number of black individuals who got elected. That's great. There was a number of gay and lesbian people who got elected. That was great. Probably the most notable are a number of transgender people were elected into various seats, and 2 African American transgender people were elected into seats. And the most amazing one is that one of them, I don't remember who, but I think it was in Minneapolis, won a seat on the city council, and she beat out the man who wrote the bathroom bill for the city, for the state. So the guy who wrote the bathroom bill against transgender people lost his seat to a transgender woman.
Nice.
That's funny.
That's karma.
That's some good karma right there. That's the United States telling Trump, fuck you, dude. We don't want anything that you're selling. fuck off,
I hate
die,
Trump.
shave your hair, sell the dog. It's all right.
Sell the dog, his wife.
His hair, but his wife is a dog too. So, like, do you remember when Obama
I mean-
was president and all the Republicans were saying how little class Michelle had? She had like no class. Even though she's probably the classiest first lady we've had in decades. But she's like, she's got no class. She's a harlot. She's a tramp, and nobody likes her. And blah 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 blah. And then here comes Melania, and she's posed nude, and she's got nude pictures everywhere, and she's a tramp.
She's actually, there's a picture of her, I think, I don't know where, but she was wearing no bra. Her boobs and nipples were showing.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? You're the first lady, and you're going to be like that?
Well, the thing is, I don't care what the first lady does. The first lady can walk around on the lawn in front of the White House naked for all I give a shit.
Sorry about that, Troy. Some of us are more sex positive in here than you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's the fact that they were saying shit like that about Melania, and then when we bring it up, or saying the shit like that about Michelle, and when we bring it about Melania Trump, they're like, oh, well, you know, it's no big thing.
She's a model.
She's a model. She's the president's wife. She actually has no power. Yeah, fuck you, dude.
I think she's only with him because of the money.
Oh yeah.
Only thing she's with him.
Yeah. That's why she hates the fact that he's president. I mean, that's why she's absent most of the time. That's why there's a conspiracy out there that she hasn't been around, and that the woman that's actually with him all the time is a body double. She doesn't like the fact that he's president. She didn't want any of this attention. She just wanted to be a fucking model and married to a rich guy who's barely rich, if you can count him rich. So she doesn't want.
No, he's not rich. He's about to get in trouble. I mean,
yeah, as another fuck you to Trump too. Like, I don't remember which senator it was, but another senator told the Speaker of House during one of their live meetings that there will be a vote to impeach Trump before Christmas. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, especially since he didn't give a specific date or a realistic timeline. All he said was before Christmas. And that's not good enough for me to say that's definitely going to happen. But at least he's coming out and saying that it's going to happen.
You've never had that happen in the history of your guys' country. Sure, this might be a weird perspective.
No, we have. We've had 2 presidents impeached.
Nixon,
really?
I think.
Yeah, Clinton was one of them.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah, Bill Clinton was impeached. He just didn't lose his office as a result.
Oh, okay. Just gonna say if it's never happened, you're just gonna make a special exception for Trump. That would be kind of stupid.
Yeah, removal from office and impeachment are 2 completely different things. Like, he could get impeached and keep his office. He could be punished by losing his office, which is what will probably happen here. But yeah, impeachment is just saying this is something the president did. It's basically it. Punishment comes after that. I think in Bill Clinton's case, he just had to pay a large fine. I don't remember.
Just gonna say, because I know it makes it years of like hell for the rest of you. But since I've watched a lot of things like on the social commentary side, I'd be kind of interested to see like what would happen. You know, when he's doing his thing. But if he just gets cut off early, then you never really know.
Yeah,
it's like, it's almost like it wasn't for nothing. It's almost like you don't learn anything. Like, if he's actually that bad, let him do his 4 years, and people know never to vote for him again if he's that bad. But it turns out if maybe just his first year is bad.
No, see, the thing is, we're not willing to give him the time. We don't want to give him the time. If he's not gonna do anything with his first year, then what's the fucking point, right? I mean, this year he's already, the things that he's tried to do either didn't go through or went through unnoticed, and they were minor things that actually made the world worse. Like, he made it legal now for you to be able to drill for oil in the Arctic, which before was illegal worldwide. So, and now he changed that law, which will have devastating effects to the environment, right? And then everything else that he tried to do, like the transgender ban in the military, or the wall, or the Muslim ban,
it's blocked.
It's all blocked by the Supreme Court. So he realistically hasn't done a fucking thing, and everything that he's tried to do send this country in the right direction. So we don't want to see what he's got for the next 4 years. We don't want to give him a chance
in the first month.
That a lot of political leaders and stuff, like they're all very similar, where they promise a bunch of good things and then they don't deliver and stuff, right?
Well, Trump
Well,
didn't.
Obama kind of did.
See, that's-
Obama missed out on some things that he promised he was going to do, and he's not a perfect president by any means. But Trump not only didn't do a fucking thing, the things that he has done,
He's making it worse.
is making the country worse, and the things that he promised would make the country worse. So we don't want to see what we don't want to see him fulfill what he promised.
And I think it depends on. See, the thing about politics, I know this might get people heated. It's because everybody is different. They're all in a different social class and stuff like that. So what you say is bad for someone like you might not actually be bad for other people.
Well, take the drilling in the Arctic. Take the drilling in the Arctic. The scientific results of that show that it will be devastating for the environment, for the world, because it's in the Arctic where the most wind is. So, and all that shit gets flown all around the fucking world faster than it would have if it was, like I say, at the equator. That's objective results, and he sent that backwards.
And again, that's my point, though. That's my point. It's good for some people, but not good for other people as well. So the thing is that, as far as that's the thing with politics, that when you really think about it, the more and more, that's why I'm more of a centrist. I'm not a conservative or a liberal. It's like the more you look at it, it really does depend on what your particular situation is. That's what you are going to vote for. That's what you are going to be the most comfortable voting for. That's what you want to support.
No,
and I know
I'm a centrist myself. I always go for the better candidate. I shocked the hell out of Miranda the other day when I told her that if Clinton ran against McCain today, I would vote for McCain, and he's a Republican.
Yeah, I don't like Hillary that much, anyways. Besides,
I'm not a huge fan.
I heard that,
but at least I don't think I
heard that
the country backwards. At least,
but I heard that I don't know, but something about when her and Bernie ran against each other, that Bernie was going to lose anyways, because it's Hillary Clinton. You can't.
No, it's that came out.
You can't fucking win against her.
That's my problem with.
That came out in the last few weeks too. Is that the people in charge of the DNC have come out and said that she bought the election. Bernie had no chance because she bought the election. So
that's bullshit, though.
And that's why he should have stayed independent.
Yeah, see, I guess my issue is that if he were to, something were to happen to Trump now, or he's not allowed to do anything, I guess it's just. I know you guys wouldn't really care about it, but I think it'd make the whole social political climate worse, personally.
I don't think so.
Hey, now the liberals can't even stand when they lose, and they have to make it so their person wins. Look at this.
No,
like you don't want
it's
representation, do you? Because you know that's what's going to happen if that happens. You got to let all the conservative side or more center-right people have that.
No, it wouldn't make the social political climate worse at all. If anything, the idea that he got elected made the social political climate worse, because Hillary won the popular vote and she didn't win the election. That means the people didn't get what they wanted. Now they're showing that they don't want him with these elections that they just won overwhelmingly for Democrats all across the United States, is because they're sending a message saying we don't want Trump. If they get rid of him, they will be overwhelmingly happy, even if they're stuck with Pence, because I really don't think Pence would be as bad. I don't like Pence. I don't agree with Pence, but at least he won't send the fucking country backwards.
And Russia too. Russia had his election.
Well, most countries have elections, Troy.
I mean that Russia helped him win.
Oh yeah. And that's, what was it? 8 members of his team were indicted on that charge, and he's probably coming up soon.
And he's not going to get impeached.
Oh, I don't know how, but I do not think he'll make a full term. He's either going to get impeached or resign, and I don't know which.
Well, here's the thing.
He has to.
If he doesn't get impeached, he will resign because he's got no allies left. He's got nobody left. Everybody in Congress.
He's going to be that lonely house. Nobody's going to like him. He's not going to pass no bills.
Even people who are once on his side are against him. People don't want him. Even Pence have done some things against him. Pence is planning on running against him in the next election if he makes it that far.
And so the whole thing about the NFL and they're like kneeling an anthem. Fucking Mike Pence went to a Colts game, left, and he was and Donald Trump tweeted, "Thank you, Pence, for leaving that game, showing the most disrespectful thing." I'm like,
No, see, that's
that
the
was
thing is
a stunt.
that was a
That's a
stunt because
stunt.
he had a fundraiser planned for like 2 hours later in a completely different state. So he was going to leave anyway. The whole plan was for him to show up, leave when they kneeled, so that they can get that political message across.
It's like he wasted all those taxpayers' money to go to a fucking game and make no point.
Yeah, they did it. He didn't leave because they kneeled. He left to make a political point, which is disgraceful.
It's like the players are tired of racial shit and justice. You know what? It's a fucking anthem.
Well, that's not why
I can kneel wherever I want.
That's why Colin Kaepernick is doing it, but the others are doing it to support Colin because they don't like the fact that the government and the NFL are going against him on it.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, the NFL agrees with Colin Kaepernick. They just don't want the circus.
The thing is, I wish I feel like it's really cringy when you got people like this that are just doing things. It feels like they're basically virtue signaling, where you're making a big political deal out of something where they're, for the occasion, seems like it's kind of inappropriate for them to do so, right?
Well, I don't know.
I heard about the take the knee thing, and then you take it from as a grain of salt, I guess you want, since I'm Canadian. But just looking at it, it's like what the fuck is this? Like, come on.
No, I agree with him.
You're trying to do it just to virtue signal now. It's like, come on, you're looking stupid. Like, understand, you want to protest against problems. Like, come on.
I agree with him though, is because Colin Kaepernick has a platform. He has this ideal in his head that he's not seeing in the world. There is in this country a lot of injustice towards people of color. People of color are 3 times more likely to be arrested for the same crime as a white person, and if they get arrested for the same crime, they get a longer sentence than a white person. So there is injustice in this country towards black people, and Colin Kaepernick decided to use his platform to protest against it, which I think is a great thing to do. He did the right thing.
Could he have not tweeted it or something? Shoot, how people complain on Twitter. That's the way better.
He did. He was. He still does. He always was. It wasn't that he's just taking a knee. People complain about that all the time. I was like, oh, he's just taking a knee. If he really cared, why doesn't he go out and donate or donate his time or say something on Twitter?
He does too. He does too. He don't care.
Millions of dollars a year. He goes out and donates his time to these causes. And it's like people don't listen or they don't care or they're just...
And people don't think that the one last year when he played for the 49ers, he gave half his paycheck to charities. Every game he gets paid, he takes half the check for him, and then he gets most of it to the charities. And people want to say that he doesn't when he actually does.
He really does, and it's.
I still think to take the knee.
And there's.
I don't, because that's millions of people watching him take a knee during the national anthem, and that's going to make at least half of them go, why the fuck is he doing that? And then they go to his Twitter, see what he's talking about, and go, oh, that's why.
There's mostly fucking white people that are mad at him for that. All the rest of the people don't really care. Like, I don't care. Like, he's doing something right for once.
What do you mean
he's
for
believing?
Once? He's never done anything wrong. I mean, it's not like some other NFL stars who's been arrested for stupid shit,
Agreed.
I think if anything, he's the biggest role model the NFL has. If anything, the biggest role model the NFL has.
He's good, but he's not that good. I mean, I don't know, but
he's not a superstar by any means in terms of his playing.
But I
don't watch football, but in terms of role model, he is a great role model.
There's a gas station by UNR. It's in the billboard. It was talking shit about Kaepernick.
Yeah, it's because people are stupid. They don't even care enough to do a little bit of research. I mean, they care enough to comment it on Facebook and shit, but they don't even do enough. They don't even do enough research to even get half of the information. It's like, oh, he's taking a knee during the national anthem. How disrespectful!
And it's like,
Half of them don't even know why he's doing it.
It's more of a nationalism thing, you know.
Yeah.
And people are not watching the games. They're hurting the
Hang up for
NFL.
the like really old evolutionary psychology stuff, you know.
Yeah. And like, it's like people don't know, like, because there's one guy that I have on Facebook is like, let's just not watch the games. And I commented, you can watch, don't watch the games. Who cares?
Yeah,
I'm going to watch the games because I like football.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that he's doing this shit, okay? It's a fucking national anthem, okay? My dad said, because he's in the military, and he says, like, I don't care if you're going to protest, but do a peaceful protest. He doesn't care. Just don't kill. Yeah, he's not hurting anyone.
Kaepernick's not going out into the streets and destroying Trump Tower or throwing bricks through a subway like they were in Washington.
Yeah, at least he's doing a better protest than like those people.
He's doing a peaceful protest. He's not bothering anybody, and the Constitution protects his right to do that.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, maybe it might not be the best time to bring this up, but isn't that crazy how, like, you know, people mention the whole peaceful protests and that, but then there's a lot of people, it seemed like the riots ended up getting largely ignored by certain media outlets. You actually have to go to, like, alternative ones to know about the riots, it seems.
Yeah, the riot.
You know, like,
until, like, Charlottesville, and then everybody started talking about things.
Yeah, there's a kid here.
Stupid.
Like when Trump was first elected, there was protests in Washington D.C., right, and in New York, and then some parts of the protests broke out into riots where people were not really riots, but people were like throwing bricks through windows and stuff. I guess you would call it a riot. I don't know. Who gives a shit? And like
wrecking property and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like they were throwing bricks through a subway. That's why I used that specific example. And it's like, why would you do that when Trump Tower is right down the street? If you're gonna throw bricks at something, throw it at Trump Tower. That's his property. Do it at that.
And there's a kid in New York.
Yeah, really big field day with that one.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
There's a kid at
this is the problem. This applies to like both sides of the political argument. You don't care if you're a conservative or liberal. Whatever stupid thing you do,
it's America.
Bite you in the ass because the other side reports on you, says, "Hey, look how stupid these people are." Like people don't seem to understand that.
Yeah, and like there was the one in Washington, people were reporting on. Even Trump was saying how violent they were, and they weren't being violent at all. And what was going on is that the police had a barricade. The people were staying in that barricade. They weren't moving. They were standing there. They were doing some chants. They were holding up some signs, and then the police started firing tear gas on them and spraying with fire hoses for literally no reason.
Trigger happy.
Trigger
because
happy.
the other people kind of wrecked it for the people who weren't going to do that thing.
Well, no, in Washington, nobody was doing that. That was happening all in New York. You know, and that's the ridiculous thing is that the police in Washington had no reason to do that shit, and they did it anyway. That's
you guys are idiots. It's fucking America.
Yeah, and that's infringing on their right to protest. Now, logistically speaking, I don't agree with anybody who does violent protesting. That's not the way to do things, right?
No,
but if the police
nice
infringe on your right to protest, you fight the fuck back, dude. If you're out there holding a sign and you're not doing a fucking thing and the police start firing tear gas on you, you pick up a brick and throw it at the first cop's head.
You're not being violent.
And then you just run away. Run away when that shit happens.
Yeah, either run away or fight
there's
back.
A kid.
I wouldn't recommend running away. Fight back. If you're not doing anything wrong, if you're peacefully protesting, you're not throwing bricks, you're not fighting, you're not doing anything. You're standing out there chanting and holding up signs. You're not doing a damn thing wrong, and they start throwing tear gas on you as if you were. Throw it back at them.
The only problem is that people, I don't know, just gives more ammunition for the other side to cherry pick footage. There's you fighting the police officer. They're not going to show what happened first.
They're going to cherry pick either way, right? So if you're going to,
it's a cherry pick. Like, holy crap! Like, there's one of the things, like, you know, I like the social issue stuff so much, and I think, you know, I might actually have the more, I guess, superior position as centrist, is because when you go too far on the other side, you get stupid things like that where the side can basically point to the person to like one political movement and kind of use them as a monolith to represent them all. Because sure, it's a generalization, but it's a generalization for a reason. Like there's so many of them that just do the same stupid thing. They do become that monolith.
Well, yeah, but that's why I say the best way to fight back is to vote. It's the best way to fight back, and they did that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did that.
They voted, and now he's going to leave the White House because he knows he knows his days are done. I mean, him and fucking North Korea, stop provoking each other. It's mostly Trump. It's like, Jesus Christ. And there's a kid at UNR, white kid, who went to the KKK protest shit, and now that
I remember that
he came back to school, and he got kicked off the school, and he had to move from Reno because everybody touched drugs at his house.
Good.
Because you know what, you deserved it. You went to a protest,
and they got violent.
And you
got killed.
And you brought bad news to Reno.
Yep.
So, you know what? You deserved it every way.
In every way. But real quick...
He got back to that school. What? No, sorry.
It's all right. Real quick, Trill, we got about...
I don't know enough about the situation.
It's all right. We got a few minutes left. Did you have another topic for us? What do you got?
I gotta go. Work just called.
Oh, well, fuck you then. Bye.
Yeah, well... Later, guys. It's been fun, but, I gotta go take care of some old people and, hopefully have their babies. Oh, one last moment. One last thing. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, go get the game. On December 9th, they're having a beta, not for Xbox, because Xbox fucking sucks dick, but on December 9th, only for PlayStation Plus people, they're having a closed
beta.
If you have a PS4, please try it out, because Capcom previously said that we're only doing this to test this out. If North America and all that if they can get a lot of people to play Monster Hunter, making console games, and I'm begging people, please, because I want this to happen for a very long time. Japan has got all the good shit.
Yep.
And we're finally gonna get one that's fucking worth the wait. So I'm begging you, please try it out. If you don't like it, then it's okay. But just try it out. It's an awesome game.
Just go
takes a lot of
people, Troy.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go. Later, guys. Been fun.
And to clarify, closed beta means that only certain people are going to be able to play it. So if you apply to try it out, you may not get accepted, and it's coming out to the whole world anyway. So ignore Troy.
No. They said at the conference it was for the PS Plus, but as you said,
out for the whole world in January though.
No, in March.
No, in January. The release date is January 28th. Dude.
Oh, well, they said in March at the conference.
For PC.
Don't you have to go somewhere, Troy?
Take care of old people.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Well, anyways, later, guys. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Later.
I talked, but we're not going to have enough time, so just do the debate.org.
We've got plenty of time, man. So what if we run over a little bit?
You don't like to go over an hour.
Who cares? I don't care.
Okay, well, mine was just going to be the latest thing in I don't know if it actually was tagged with it, but it's the same sort of story with the whole the Me Too hashtag going out of hand.
Oh yeah, that's turning into quite a witch hunt.
It is. Now they're just now. See, I had a feeling this would happen. It just gets more and more ridiculous. Like the first time's like, okay, that was kind of messed up. Then the second time's like, okay, someone else has done some messed up thing. The third time's like, okay, now you're really grasping at straws here. You know?
Yeah. Some of them
I had
are
a feeling.
cases, and I'm starting to I'm starting to wonder, like, is this actually a legitimate case? Are they reading too much into something? Like there was one that came out with Louis C.K. and I don't know the details of it. All I know is that I don't know if it's something to believe, because it's just, I mean, yeah, we all have known that this has been going on in Hollywood for a long time, but I mean, this many people, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I looked into it a little bit. I mean, and by looked into, I watched the video that was about it, and from what the video said, it actually did not seem like nowhere near as bad as the original thing that actually started off this whole Me Too hashtag.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that bad. And even one of the cases that he's been accused of, you look into and you actually go, well, I hate to be that person, but it's like, they actually consented, and it seemed like they just kind of weren't happy with themselves afterwards.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's like, come on. Like if you actually went with the thing, it's more like if you say no, and then he still does something anyways, then you have a case, right? But if he asks you about something, right, asks you for like a little favor, and you agree to do it, right? Then well, you've consented. He's not threatening you with anything.
Yeah. Unless they did, but. And the most ridiculous case is Adam Sandler. Like in an interview on a talk show, Adam Sandler put his hand on the knee of his co-star in a movie, and the audience, like the people watching the video, were commenting and calling him out and going on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere saying that he sexually assaulted her. Right?
See, this is exactly what I was afraid of when the first allegations.
Yeah. And then she came out. I don't remember who it was, but she came out and said, "No, he didn't sexually assault me. This is just something that he does. This is just who he is." When he's talking very fondly about the person that he's sitting next to, he does that. And there was an interview with Dustin Hoffman on, I want to say it was Jimmy Kimmel. I don't remember which show. He did the same thing, right? And Dustin Hoffman came out and said, "No, he's just talking fondly about me, and that's just a habit that he has. There's nothing wrong with that."
See, I had a feeling it'd be taken to that extreme. Here's the thing. Because even this is where it gets into. Well, I'm gonna go there because screw it. This is where it gets into like the stupid, like the really extreme, like feminist theory type stuff, where it's like position of power and can the people actually consent and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but if you consent and the person's not threatening you with anything,
you consent.
Then exactly. Don't try to twist it and say that, oh, he has more power than me, that I felt like I had to or whatnot. It's like, no, he didn't threaten you. He didn't hold you at gunpoint. He didn't say, or I'd do this to your family or anything. He didn't threaten to hurt you. And you consented. You say yes to his favor, then you consented.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have regret of it afterwards, but don't claim it was, more than what it actually was. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, this is becoming that whole guilty until proven innocent thing up in Canada.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Let's get to our debate question of the week, shall we?
Yeah.
This is coming from debate.org. The question was posted by Spicy Chicken, as if they're watching. The question is, do you have to be religious to have good morals? And I think I know where
this one.
Not this again.
So much in this flipping community, and I've heard so many good arguments from both sides. This should be interesting.
Yeah, and so far the answers are strongly disagree, disagree, strongly agree, agree, and no opinion, not sure, or neutral, which all mean the same thing pretty much. I'll let you guess, as I usually do, which one has the most votes.
Disagree, I guess.
Just disagree, not strongly? What do you think, AJ?
People agree. They're dumb.
You both would be surprised to know that it's strongly disagree with the most votes.
What? Yeah, okay. You know what? I think, yeah.
72 total votes on this question. 52 of them said strongly disagree.
So they agree with, what was the question again?
Do you have to be religious to have good morals?
Oh,
Disagree.
Well, I'm kind of glad that a lot of people disagree.
Let's go
See,
to. Let's go,
I think. Oh, sorry.
it's all right. Well, let's. I'm going to go to like the strongly agree comments and see what some of the people said there. There's only 3 votes for strongly agree and 0 votes for agree. By the way, like this guy says, this guy named Bayaka, I think his name is, says, I'm a skeptic who denies Abrahamic influence. Buddhism is my best religion, which I almost follow, but I lack a belief in God and believe it cannot be proven. That says nothing about morality. This guy has a lengthy one. I'll just read the first couple sentences. When stirred culture and its measurements of morality are systematically derived from that of Christian values, which is not true. There's one person for neutral as an individual. An individual does not have to be religious at all at any point in their lives to have good morals. However, I do believe that a civilization society does have to be, or at least must have to be at one point. Disagree at that.
What about the agree side?
Well, you mean the disagree side. As a religious person myself, this is from the Dragon 5. As a religious person myself, the concept is bull. Several friends of mine are atheists, plus some religions don't have good morals at all. Sterling Camp says, you don't have to be religious to recognize morality. However, you cannot account for morality without an objective moral lawgiver. So he kind of said both ways there. And then strongly agree. I'm an atheist and I value most Christian values, forgiveness, selflessness, that good stuff. You don't just, sorry, but that's not Christian. No, we're all human. We are all capable of being alike. Don't know what that even means. No, in fact, I think the most religious tend to be the least moral. I agree with that. Even if you do not have religion, you can still respect others and have good morals. Well, I'm happy to see that you don't have to be religious to have good morals.
My opinion was you can have like your own, I guess, value set, because even I have a value set that's contrary to Christian beliefs in that. But I will agree that in my opinion, it's a stretch to call it a moral system, though, because moral kind of implies that something is, a definite right or wrong, right? Because otherwise, all you really have is just your opinions. And sure, I have my own opinions on things that are separate from religion. But I won't. But if I'm arguing with somebody who's going to pull the whole "oh, you can't have morals without God" thing, I know better than to say, "Oh, yes, you can," because that's just stupid. They're just going to say, "Well, what's your moral basis?" And you don't really have one. All you have is your opinions, and that's fine, in my opinion.
Well, I did a whole video on this. I did a whole video against Gary on this. I gave a lot of bases for morality without religion. I would say that morality is subjective and not objective, and it's not simply based on your opinion. It's not that simple. I think morality is a complex concept.
So you are more of an objective person.
No, at all, because I don't think there's no objective standard. I don't believe there's an objective standard for morality, because people have different moral values, and oftentimes they have good reasons behind their morality, even if they differ. And
same, but good reason doesn't make it right or wrong. That's what I was trying to say.
No, I think good reasons does make it right or wrong.
Well, not objectively. Again, just to you.
Well, that's why there's no such thing as objective morals.
You're not the first one. There's somebody else that I follow on YouTube is like that as well.
Is a Skylar Fiction? Because I disagree with Skylar Fiction.
Interesting.
Because he thinks it. Because I watched his thing with Gary, I think it was, and he said that it comes down to your opinion. It all basically comes down to your opinion, and I disagree with that. I disagree. I don't think it's solely based on a person, on your individual opinion on what you think is right and wrong.
Yeah. But anyways, did AJ have something to say about it? Her opinion on the thing?
I've told this to people over and over again. No, you do not have to be religious to be a good person. I am so tired of that bullcrap. I don't want to talk about it right now because I get frustrated.
Right. Well, shoot, I get frustrated too, but I just try to give like the other side like credence, because if you're talking about like what's good, it also depends on your definition, right? Because I think you can have a colloquial use of what society finds good or society finds bad, but that's not even sort of the same definition that they're using, right? They're using like an overarching, it doesn't matter what society thinks, this is good no matter where kind of thing.
Yep.
See, they're using the term differently, and I can recognize that. So yes, it's annoying, but I kind of give their argument credence because I think it does have credence.
I don't.
I have a separate value set, but I don't. But I won't claim it's the moral standard because it's just my value set. And other people might disagree with me on things because they don't have the same values as I do. Certain things that they think are important, I might not, and vice versa. So
Yeah, I mean, if they were to just simply say that their moral basis is, from like the Bible, for example, I'd say, great, let's discuss that and see if the Bible is actually a good source of morality. Okay. Now, but when they say shit like
good again, see, that's the problem. You're gonna run into that problem.
I'm not doing semantics, Trill. I'm not doing semantics. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's what you run into. I'm just saying what's going to happen.
And I'll tell them
not
the
good.
same thing. I'm not doing semantics. I'm not going to do it. If they want to argue semantics, then the conversation's over, as far as I'm concerned. But if they go into the territory of this is objective morals and this is why you have to follow them, I'm going to say, okay, prove it. And if you can't, then fuck you, go away. You're wrong.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think that's everybody's opinion on the thingy then.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Tom came in. I don't know how long ago he commented that. I'm sorry, Tom. I was reading the debate stuff. But welcome. If Tom, if you have any ideas about this morality thing, let us know. If anybody has any ideas on this morality thing.
Moral without God.
Can you be moral without God? Pretty much. Go ahead, leave your ideas in the comments. Have a civil discussion. Any bullying gets automatic kick.
Oh, okay.
I don't do bullying. I will not allow bullying. But yeah, leave us your comments on what you think. Leave us your comments on the entire show if you want. I don't care. I'll respond to them if I can or if I feel like it. AJ James again is a artist. You can find her work on Google+. I think she does a couple of other things. You got anything else going on?
I'm actually writing a story with 2 other people.
Ooh.
It's a murder mystery sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually turning out very well. At least in my opinion. Not everybody likes that sort of genre.
Yeah, I'm not a big murder mystery fan, but I have been known to indulge every once in a while.
Well, you keep mentioning that you keep mentioning my music thing, but I also like to write like stories and that as well. So I've been working on some ideas myself.
Yeah, but
and I also draw.
Yeah, but nobody cares, Trill. Nobody
wants to mention it.
Yeah, Tom, rewatch the whole show. I think this was a good one. If you want to rewatch it, leave your comments. Be happy to see him. Thaddeus, like he said, you can find his music on Google. No, what am I saying? On SoundCloud and YouTube, just look up Thaddeus Trill or the Young Trillion. I'm sure you'll find something. Again, I don't understand why people like his music. I think it's shit.
You don't like the genre.
I like some people. I like some music in the genre, just not you.
Oh. Okay.
And apparently he does some other stuff. Just look him up. You'll find something, I'm sure. And then I'm Pin Valentine. Subscribe if you're new. Give the like button a tickle if you really like this show. I also do Minecraft videos. Just look up Pin Valentine Minecraft on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find it. If not, if you're having trouble, let me know. I'll find them for you. That's more family friendly. I don't cuss or anything on that. I'm sure you'll have fun. I have no subscribers there. Subscribe to that too. We had thank you, Troy, for being on. We don't have anything for him. He doesn't do shit. He just takes care of old people.
Yes, Troy isn't a religion.
Troy is a religion, but we don't have anything on that yet. And then, of course, Christian Anarchist was on. Thank you to him. Go subscribe to Christian Anarchist channel. He does the Ask Christian Anarchist every Friday night at 6 o'clock on my time, 8 o'clock his time. So whatever side of the country you're on, just you know what to do. Yeah, I'm usually on there too. If you want to come catch me on there, I usually give him a hard time. Not tonight because I'm not feeling well. But thank you again, guys, for watching. Again, subscribe if you're new. And we only half love you because you're adopted. See you guys next week.